You've been reading your dog wrong. Every single night, they walk across you, press their paws into your chest, step on your legs, maybe even your face, and you've been telling yourself you know why. You don't. What your dog is actually doing in those quiet nighttime moments is something most owners go their entire lives without understanding. And the moment you find out, the way you look at your dog will never be the same. There's even a name for one part of this behavior. Researchers studying canine attachment gave it a term. And when I tell you what it means, you're going to think back to last night and feel something completely different than you felt before. Stay with me, because the answer isn't what you've been told. Most people assume their dog walks on them at night because they want attention, or they're restless, or they just don't care about personal space. Those are the easy answers, the comfortable ones. But comfort is exactly what's keeping you from the truth. Your dog is not being careless when they step on you. They are not being clumsy. And they are absolutely, definitively, not ignoring you. In fact, what they're doing is almost the opposite of ignoring you. And the reason why will completely change how you interpret their behavior from tonight forward. But before I get there, I need to show you something even stranger first. Dogs do not experience night the way we do, where we see sleep as an escape, a full shutdown. Your dog sees sleep as vulnerability. In the wild, a sleeping dog is a dog that cannot defend itself, cannot protect its pack, cannot run. So when your dog chooses to sleep near you, on you, touching you, pressing their weight into your body, that is not laziness. That is a choice built into 10,000 years of instinct. They are choosing the safest place they know, and that place is you. Let that sit for a second. You are your dog's safe zone, not the bed, not the blanket, you. But here's where it gets far more specific and far more personal than just safety, because not all dogs walk on their owners the same way. And the differences in how your dog does it, they're telling you something completely different depending on the pattern. Pay attention here, because this is the part most owners miss entirely. When your dog slowly walks across your body and then settles, curling into you or pressing their side against yours, that behavior has a name in canine behavioral science. It's called proximity seeking under low arousal. And what it means, stripped of the clinical language, is this: your dog is not restless. They are not anxious. They are actively choosing to regulate their emotional state by being physically connected to yours, your heartbeat, your warmth, your breathing rhythm. Your dog is using all of it, the way you might reach for someone's hand in the dark. But now here's the part that stunned me when I first read the research. Because it doesn't stop at comfort seeking. There's a second layer to this behavior, and it only happens with dogs who feel something very specific toward their owner. Researchers studying canine-human attachment bonds, specifically a team examining the oxytocin response in dogs, found something remarkable. When a dog actively seeks physical contact with a sleeping human, not just sleeping nearby, but pressing against them, walking across them, repositioning to maintain touch, their oxytocin levels are measurably elevated. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same chemical that fires between a mother and a newborn child. Your dog is not interrupting your sleep. Your dog is bonding with you, and this is where I need you to stop and really think about your dog specifically. Because there's one behavior within this nighttime walking that carries the most weight. One thing your dog might be doing that you've probably dismissed as annoying. That is actually the single strongest signal of emotional attachment a dog can physically express. We're getting there. But first, I have to tell you about the owners who had it completely backwards. There's a pattern that comes up constantly when dog behaviorists speak to owners. The owner gets frustrated. The dog walks on them at night, steps on their stomach, repositions 4 times, won't settle. And the owner pushes the dog away, puts them off the bed, closes the door, and here's what the dog does next. They sit outside that door, not barking, not whining, just sitting, waiting, close as they can get to where you are, because here's what that dog was trying to say, and what you interrupted before they could finish saying it. I need to know you're okay. I need to feel that you're still here. Dogs do not have language. They cannot sit beside you and say, I was worried about you today, or something in the air felt different and I needed to be close to you. All they have is their body. All they have is proximity. All they have is the weight of their paws pressed gently, or not so gently, into your side at 2 a.m. And that brings me to the behavior I mentioned at the very beginning. The one researchers gave a specific name. The one that, when your dog does it, means something that goes beyond comfort, beyond bonding, beyond safety seeking. This is the deepest signal, and almost no one knows what it looks like. It's called the anchor press. It doesn't have a flashy name in popular dog content. You won't find it trending. But in attachment behavior research, it's one of the most documented and emotionally significant things a dog can do. Here's what it looks like. Your dog walks across you, and then instead of settling beside you, they lower their full body weight onto a specific part of you, your legs, your chest, your feet, and they stay completely still. Heavy, intentional. That is not your dog being lazy. That is not your dog being inconsiderate. That is your dog anchoring themselves to you, in canine behavioral terms. The anchor press is what dogs do when their attachment figure, that's you, has been a source of elevated stress that day, or when the dog themselves has sensed something emotionally off in the environment. They are not just seeking comfort, they are offering it. Your dog walked on you last night, pressed their weight into you, and refused to move, not because they were thoughtless, because they were trying to hold you together. So the next time your dog walks across you at 2 a.m., before you sigh, before you shift away, before you nudge them to the foot of the bed, take 1 second, feel the weight of them, because what they are doing in the only language they have is telling you, you are my safe place. I trust you with my vulnerability, and tonight I think you might need mine too. You weren't reading it wrong because you're a bad owner. You were reading it wrong because nobody told you what it actually meant. Now you know. And tonight, when it happens again, you'll feel it completely differently. That's not a dog interrupting your sleep. That's your dog saying, I'm here, I've got you. If this changed the way you see your dog, even a little, then it already did exactly what it was supposed to do.